Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do the transmission oil change on a 1.2 MPI Volkswagen Polo. So it's so good to be back doing yet another DIY on a Polo after a really long time. Most car manufacturers deem that the transmission oil is sealed for life, but that's really not true because due to the constant grinding of the gears, the transmission oil or the gear oil gets contaminated with the metal shavings and gear shifts become notchy or not smooth, which the owners don't realize because they are using the car on a daily basis. So over a period of say 5 or 6 years or say 80,000 kilometers, it's always a good idea to change the transmission oil. Now, changing the oil is actually quite simple. You need to jack up your car, locate where the drain and fill plug of the transmission assembly is. Always remember to open the fill plug first, because God forbid if you open the drain plug first, drain all the old oil, and you're not able to open the fill plug, then you've had it. You'll have to tow the car to a service center and do the rest of the procedure. So open the fill plug first, then remove the drain plug, let all the old oil be drained into a container like this. Clean the plug, replace the drain plug back, and use a funnel and a pipe assembly, hose assembly like this, and fill the new oil into the transmission assembly through the fill plug. Once the oil begins flowing out of the fill point, you need to get into the car, change all the gears to all the positions from neutral. You will have some more volume inside the gearbox, so keep filling it again. And once the oil begins coming out of the fill point, close the fill plug back after cleaning it and lower your car and use it. So it's quite simple. The only challenge is to locate where the plugs are and cracking it open. Replacement oil, what Volkswagen recommends is 75W90 GL4 grade. So we have this replacement oil from ZF. The required quantity is slightly less than 2 liters. And the tools that you're going to need is a jack. You are going to need 2 jack stands. You're going to need a funnel and hose assembly. You're going to need a tray to collect the old oil. You're going to need a 17 mm hex socket to remove the stock fill plug and the drain plug. And you can use an Allen key as well, but I found that this is more easier to crack open the plugs. So guys, there's one more aspect. You need to drain the old oil when your engine is warm. So please be sure to drive around a bit and not do it with a cold engine. So warm oil flows freely and faster. So remember to drain the old oil when the engine is warm. So let's go ahead and do this. The car is already jacked up. Guys, so this is the fill plug and it is located on the left side of the gearbox. You may be able to get a little bit of oil when you remove it, so easy. Yeah, so like I said, guys, so this is the drain plug. This is much more easy to access from here. You're going to have a lot of oil flow from here. Guys, you can see the oil dripping from the drain point. You need to let it drain completely before you plug the hex plug back and fill the new fluid. Guys, so take a look at the old oil that's drained. It's like dark black texture.
Guys, remember to clean the area thoroughly using a cloth dipped in isopropyl alcohol or a brake cleaner spray. We have isopropyl alcohol in this cloth. So clean the area properly, and you can see a lot of oil spill over to the suspension components and the lower arm, etc.
We have the plug here. We'll thread it manually using the hand and tighten it. Once you've done that, you can use the wrench to tighten it. Guys, don't over tighten it. That's enough. Just clean this area.
After the drain plug is tightened, we will pour the new oil. So use the funnel and hose assembly and insert the open end of the hose into the fill point. Remember, your hose should not be too large in diameter. Keep it under 1 inch. You need some gap to let the air vent through the fill hole. As you start pouring the new oil, you can see it gradually flowing through the hose into the transmission casing. Since the air inside has to escape through the very same hole, it flows slowly, so have patience. Unlike your engine oil fill hole, which is much larger, this is a smaller hole. Now once you see the oil overflowing from the fill hole, Get inside and change the gears.
Yeah, it's coming.
Coming out?
It's coming. Yeah.
Go. Get inside, press the clutch, move into all gears from neutral, reverse, everything. Engage all gears.
That'll give you some more volume inside the transmission assembly to fill the oil. So fill it until it overflows from the fill point and then screw the fill plug back. Guys, please do not over tighten it. Just hand tighten it and that should be sufficient. Once you're done, remember to clean the area using a cloth dipped in isopropyl alcohol or a brake cleaner. Guys, empty the old oil into the container using a funnel and do not empty it in a drain or the ground. Hand over the containers to a garage and they'll happily take it for free. They'll send the old oil to the recycling centers. Guys, so Manoj, the owner of this Polo, hadn't changed the gearbox oil after 13 years and over 1 lakh kilometers. So here is his feedback after the drive back home after the oil change.
As you guys know, I recently had my transmission fluid changed by Ganesh sir, and he assured me I would notice a significant difference in my driving experience. So to put it to a test, I took my car for a 30-kilometer highway drive. Although I wasn't expecting much of a change, the difference was remarkable. The drive felt incredibly smooth. So I typically use rapid downshifts to quickly reduce my speed, which previously resulted in a noticeable jerk. But however, this time the gear shifts were seamless, I didn't feel any jolts. The fluid change made a huge difference, and it made my drive much more easier. I would like to thank Ganesh sir once again for assisting me with my fluid change.
So guys, trust that feedback from Manoj was reassuring enough for you. If your car's gearbox oil has not been changed in over 5 to 6 years or 80,000 to 1 lakh kilometers of driving, please do it and experience a big change in the gear shifts. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye and take care.